into the room full of ladies getting drunk, and the first thing that one of her friends says, "Are you the stripper?"
Oh.
No, I'm a poet. Why are you here? Anyway, April's asked me to do a thing for Women's Day, which was lovely, and we all went on to that, but I thought it was strange because I'm not a woman. And then she asked me to come along to Black History Month and do a poem on Black history. So, as you can see.
What
If anybody don't know what Pete's talking about, there's a program. What's it called? Yeah, Summer Heights High. But there's an Aboriginal kid in it, and the gangs in the school all pick on each other due to racial groupings. And apparently in New Zealand, gingers are their own racial grouping, and they get called rangers because of orangutans.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm mixed race. I'm only half ranger. But it's still, even being half ranger, I really don't have any right to talk about Black history. But that was the remit, so I tried to fulfil it. And this is called A White Man's Knowledge of Black History. What can a white man know about Black history? Can he read it from a book, thumbing the hard-earned leaves of 1,000 facts and figures? Or can he learn it by towing the line of politically correct terminology, such as not opening a poem about Black history with the line, "What's up, niggers?" Perhaps he could take a degree signing up at his local university in his efforts to widen his understanding of cultural diversity, but this attempt to learn of a culture he wasn't born in would barely penetrate the surface of the collective black people's skin. He could go and download the collective works of Marvin Gaye, or all of Public Enemy's back catalogue and the best of Donny Hathaway. He could rent all 9 hours of Roots on DVD and learn about the genealogy of Kunta Kinte. He could go on YouTube and watch the speeches of Malcolm X and Dr. King, learn them word by word and off by heart, and still may not learn a thing. Plunging deeper still, he could research sociological studies concerning the plight of the black pupil in the Western education system and the perils of the hidden curriculum. From the map to the territory, he could visit Jamaica and Haiti and Africa, live with Zulu and Maasai, Yoruba and the pygmies of Papua New Guinea. He could eat up some jerk chicken, curried goat, rice and peas, braid his hair, learn patois, rub in some cocoa butter, but he still wouldn't even be near. He could try to play the blues on a 3-string guitar, try spitting rhymes like a superstar gangster, but it'd still be like Plato's cavemen, staring at the shadows on the wall and imitating something of which he knows nothing at all. More insult and mockery than respect and empathy, due to the fact he don't know no people of colour in his community. Because to some white folks it's considered cool to be black, thanks to the likes of Bob Marley and Tupac. But how many wannabes would be so quick to embrace rap music and reggae, or to kiss a black face, or bump knuckles with a new brethren and sisterin if this was Alabama in the 50s or 60s? How many white folks would offer Rosa Parks a seat, or pull a strange fruit from the bough of a tree as the juice from the fruit runs from the skin peeled free? How many more can comprehend or understand what it might feel to be sold into slavery by the worst of one's own kind? How many Caucasians can know the feeling of being a statistic in a stop and search program? How many white boys at school looked at the Union Jack and questioned just exactly how Britannia ruled? Because history isn't something you can learn from a book. It's not a style to be imitated, or a fashion or a look. It's travelling back down your family tree into the roots of what you are and how you came to be. It's an understanding of the people on whose shoulders you stand. It's an understanding of the connection you have with the land. It's tracing your race through the psychogeography of the earth. It's coming to terms with the place of your birth. It's discovering the uniqueness of your cultural identity. It's knowing the source of present racial enmity. It's minding the gap between you and me. And ultimately knowing the truth will set you free. It's knowing that history is often written by the winners, and actually when it comes down to it, even the righteous are sinners. And if you look closely, and if you're talking about oppression, a little bit of research will show you that most of our ancestors were slaves and peasants. More of our ancestors have been scarred by the whip than those at the top with a stiff upper lip. To be honest, history is not a thing of the past. It's happening now, and we are the cast. We can stop time with our words. we can change the script, taking back that which was taken when from the land our ancestors were ripped. I'm talking of a shared slavery of thought, and the fact that historically speaking, most of our ancestors were either sold or were bought. But if you look closely, written in our DNA, a mystery that everyone here, if you go back far enough, shares a little black history. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Peter James Normantown.